first question is this: Bloom's taxonomy is related to option A intelligent testing, B option learning objective, C personality development, and D classroom management. So B option is the correct learning objective. Bloom's taxonomy was proposed in option A 1945, B 1956, C 1965, D 1976. So B is the correct 1956. The lowest level of a cognitive domain is option A understanding, B application, C remembering, D analyzing. So C option is the correct application. The highest level of a Bloom's cognitive domain revised is option A evaluating, B creating, C applying, D understanding. So B is the correct creating. Next question: which is not a level of a cognitive domain? Option A knowledge, B comprehension, C attitude, D evaluation. So C option is correct, attitude. Next question: define democracy belongs to which level? Option A remembering, B applying, C creating, D evaluating. So option A is the correct, remembering. Explain in your own words belongs to option A remembering, B understanding, C applying, D creating. So B is the correct, understanding. Use the formula to solve the problem is option A understanding, B applying, C analyzing, and D is evaluating. So B option is the correct, applying. Differentiate between facts and opinions is option A applying, B remembering, C analyzing, D is a creating. So option C is the correct, analyzing. Write a poem on a nature belongs to option A understanding, B evaluating, C creating, D applying. So C is the correct, creating. Who revised the Bloom's taxonomy? Option A Skinner, C is the Krathwohl, C Piaget, D Berner. So B is the correct, Krathwohl. Next question: the revised taxonomy uses option A noun, B verbs, C adjective, D adverbs. So B is the correct, verbs. Which is the horse label? Option A remembering, B is the understanding, C is the creating, D is the knowledge. So C is the correct, is the creating. Next question is this: हाँ. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है MCQ टेस्ट इन रिकॉल इज ऑप्शन ए लोअर ऑर्डर थिंकिंग, बी ऑप्शन हायर ऑर्डर थिंकिंग, सी अफेक्टिव, डी साइकोमोटर. तो ऑप्शन ए इज द करेक्ट, लोअर ऑर्डर थिंकिंग. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन: विच ऑब्जेक्टिव इज कॉग्निटिव? ऑप्शन ए ऑप्शन ए डेवलप इंटरेस्ट इन म्यूजिक, बी ऑप्शन लर्न स्विमिंग, सी ऑप्शन सॉल्व एल्जेब्रा प्रॉब्लम्स, डी ऑप्शन रेस्पेक्ट एल्डर्स. तो सी ऑप्शन इज द करेक्ट, सॉल्व algebra problems. Next question: which label involves judgment? तो ऑप्शन ए remembering, बी ऑप्शन applying, सी ऑप्शन evaluating, डी ऑप्शन understanding. तो सी ऑप्शन इज द करेक्ट, evaluating. Next question: compare two characters is option A analyzing, B option applying, C remembering, D creating. तो ऑप्शन ए इज द करेक्ट, analyzing. Next question: Bloom's taxonomy helps teachers in option A discipline control, B option lesson planning, C option seating arrangement, D option homework checking. तो B option is the correct, lesson planning. Next question: original taxonomy had how many labels? Question number option A 4, option B 5, option C 6, option D 7. तो option C is the correct, 6. Knowledge comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, evaluation belong to option A affective domain, B option psychomotor domain, C option cognitive domain, D option emotional domain. तो option C is the correct, cognitive domain. Next question: synthesis in revised taxonomy is called option A applying, option B creating, option C evaluating, D option understanding. तो option B is the correct, creating. Which is example of a evaluation? So option A list the parts, B option design a model, C option judge the best method, D option explain the concept. तो option C is the correct, judge the best method. Bloom's taxonomy is most useful in option A punishment, B option assessment, C option sitting, D option timetable. तो option B is the correct, assessment. HOTS HOTS questions develop. Option A memory, B option discipline, C option critical thinking, D option fear. So option C is the correct, critical thinking. Predict the outcome belongs to. Option A applying, option B evaluating, option C creating, option D analyzing. So option C is the correct, creating. Next question 20 to 60 continue similarly. A three domain of a learning, cognitive domain. So next question is this, ready for that? Cognitive domain is related to option A emotions, option B skills, option C knowledge, option D values. So option C is the correct, knowledge. Next question, thinking and reasoning are part of. Option A affecting, option B cognitive, option C psychomotor, option D social. So option B is the correct, cognitive. Next question, problem solving is option A emotional skill, option B physical skill, option C cognitive skill, option D moral skill. So option C is the correct, cognitive skill. Memory belongs to option A psychomotor, option B affective, option C cognitive, option D behavioral. So option C is the correct, cognitive. Next question, understanding concepts is a part of. Option A cognitive, option B affective, option C psychomotor, option D moral. So option A is the correct, cognitive. Next question, affective domain is related to option A thinking, option B feeling attitude, option C movement, option D memory. So option B is the correct, feeling and attitude. Next question, respect for others belongs to option A cognitive, option B psychomotor, option C affective, option D intellectual. The option C is the correct, affective. Next question, values are part of option A cognitive, option B affective, option C psychomotor, option D skill based. The option B is the correct, affective. Next question, motivation comes under option A cognitive, option B psychomotor, option C affective, option D physical. So option C is the correct, affective. Next question, developing interest in reading is option A cognitive, option B affective, option C psychomotor, option D intellectual. So option B is the correct, affective. Psychomotor's domain relates to option A thinking, option B feeling, option C physical skills, option D memory. So option C is the correct, physical skills. Writing neatly is option A cognitive, option B affective, option C psychomotor, option D emotional. So option C is the correct, psychomotor. Next question, playing crickets involves option A cognitive, option B affective, option C psychomotor, option D moral. So option C is the correct, psychomotor. Next question, drawing a diagram is option A cognitive, option B affective, option C psychomotor, option D emotional. So option C is the correct, psychomotor. Laboratory skills belongs to option A cognitive, option B affective, option C psychomotor, option D moral. So option C is the correct, psychomotor. Dance performance is option A cognitive, option B affective, option C psychomotor, option D intellectual. So option C is the correct, psychomotor. Handwriting improvement belongs to option A cognitive, option B psychomotor, option C affective, option D emotional. So option B is the correct, psychomotor. Sports skills are part of option A cognitive, option B affective, option C psychomotor, option D memory. So option C is the correct, psychomotor. Using tools properly is option A cognitive, option B affective, option C psychomotor, option D social. So option C is the correct, psychomotor. Eye hand coordination belongs to option A cognitive, option B affective, option C psychomotor, option D emotional. So option C is the correct, psychomotor. Motor skills develop mainly in option A cognitive domain, option B affective domain, option C psychomotor of domain, and D moral domain. So option C is the correct, psychomotor domain. नेक्स्ट लास्ट क्वेश्चन, विच डोमेन इज अ मोस्ट इन्वॉल्व इन लर्निंग स्विमिंग? ऑप्शन ए कॉग्निटिव, ऑप्शन बी अफेक्टिव, ऑप्शन सी साइकोमोटर, ऑप्शन डी इमोशनल। सो करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज द सी साइकोमोटर। आई होप कि वीडियो बहुत अच्छा लगेगा, बहुत अच्छे से आप लोग पढ़ोगे। सीटेट की तैयारी कर रहे हो तो अच्छे से ही करोगे आप लोग। वीडियो कैसा लगा कमेंट करके हमें ज़रूर एक बार जो है इन्फॉर्म करिएगा। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द ज्वाइनिंग, और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को शेयर करके सपोर्ट कर दीजिएगा। थैंक यू सो मच।